Christmas is on a Wednesday this year. I should make a Why I Love video. Should it be on Lavi? I guess he's red. Maybe finally I should start working on that Dr. Danny episode. Oh, there has to be some character that would fit Christmas perfectly. Maybe Pidge, so I could build off my Merry Pidgemas video. Red and white, larger build. Man. At the beginning of the month, I was trying to figure out what video to make for Christmas, and the universe forced me to see the light. All of the sudden, my body moved on its own, and I knew. The only way to truly spread the perfume of Christmas is with the Why I Love Ichiya Vandalay Kotobuki, Fiore's most handsome man of the year. I saw a CBR article a while ago rating the weakest member of every guild. So, Warcry from Quattro Cerberus? I mean, makes sense, but what is that? Ichiya from Blue Pegasus? The muscle man who one-shot Bacchus. A wizard Urza hasn't even bested. Out of all of the heavenly horses, Ichiya may be the strongest current living member of his guild if we don't count Loxus and Karen. Now, obviously, I haven't learned my lesson from how poorly my Cobra episode did, so today we're going over possibly the most underappreciated character Fairy Tail has to offer. Well, maybe besides Max. We first meet Ichiya as the leader of the Trimans. The Irashion Seis are taking control of Nirvana and plan to plunge the entire land into darkness. Only the strongest of each allied guild is sent to handle the threat. Fairy Tail's closest ally, Blue Pegasus, sent 3 capable young men and 1 pretty man with the perfume of a champion. This handsome lady killer is named Ichiya Vandalay Kotobuki and leads the Trimans, a team consisting of Hibiki, Ren, and Eve, the 3 heavenly heartthrobs. Of course, they learn everything they know from Master, Lord, General, Leader Ichiya. This stud muffin uses perfume magic, only the single most broken holder-type magic ever known to man. Ichiya can do anything from shoot lightning to growing in size and sexy to become a hulking Ichiya beast. Unfortunately, Mr. Ichiya was temporarily beaten by Angel and Gemini. Never deterred, Ichiya and Jura join up with the others to save them with his healing perfume. There is no rest for a man as great as Ichiya as he runs off to confront smaller dark guilds working with the Seis. Ichiya is captured and bravely distracts his attackers to buy time for his great escape. Once Brain activates Nirvana, the Dark Wizards flee, leaving Ichiya free to find his friends. Meeting up with Urza and the others, Ichiya is tasked with destroying one of the magic lacrima that power Nirvana, knowing full well Brain, now turned into Zero, may be there ready to kill him. Ichiya bravely crawls through the dark hallway to unleash his power perfume and end Nirvana's havoc. Skipping forward to the Grand Magic Games, Blue Pegasus decides to hold nothing back and include the Trimans. Ichiya, Nichiya, and Jenny play for their guild, and Natsu wonders how strong they really are. Urza drops a truth bomb that Ichiya is easily the strongest member of Blue Pegasus and has always been an incredibly powerful wizard. So take that, CBR.
You don't think this guy's stronger than Ichiya, do you?
Natsu, don't be ridiculous. Ichiya is an extraordinary man. He may be a little strange, but he is, without a doubt, the most powerful wizard in Blue Pegasus.
Whoa! I really had no...
The first round of competition for Ichiya is the chariot race. One member from each team must run across a long line of chariots stretching across the entirety of the capital city of Domus Flau. Right away, Ichiya is in the top 4, running alongside members from Mermaid Heel, Raventail, and Lamia Scale. As Yuka uses his wave magic to stop his competition, Ichiya unleashes his swiftness perfume.
A magic neutralizing wave, huh? In that case... Watch my swiftness perfume! Point blank absorbs in style!
Wow.
Showing off his immense power, Bacchus destroys the chariots and knocking everyone off before claiming victory, but Ichiya still arrives early and claims his guild a lot of points. The next event he takes part in is a revenge match, a 2-on-2 battle between Bacchus and Rocker from Quattro Puppy, who complement Master Ichiya's intoxicating perfume, versus Nichiya and Ichiya from Blue Pegasus. Here's where we see one of the most beautifully manly love stories in all of anime.
Pardon me. That perked me up, man. Glad to be of help, man.
As they entertain the audience with this romantic drama of a story, these Quattro hooligans decide to attack mid-flashback and take out Ichiya. With the heavenly duo distracted, Bacchus and Rocker land Ichiya in an attempt to finish him off as quickly as possible, but little do they know that that won't work. Ichiya uses some of his power potion to obtain the Parfum of Victory, destroying an S-Class wizard who's on par with Urza Scarlet. On the last day of the games, Blue Pegasus holds a respectable 5th place with about double the points of Quattro Puppy, and we enter into a team battle where the heavenly teammates all get picked off one after another, with Ichiya falling to the wizard Saint Jura. After the games are cut short by the dragon invasion, Ichiya leads a team to defend Domus Flow, but of course, non-dragon slayers are practically useless against dragons. Once that whole ordeal is handled, Ichiya and the others are invited to a banquet at the castle, where Ichiya and the rest of Blue Pegasus dress to impress. But, side note, Bacchus looks really good. Okay, let's get back to Ichiya. Before we get to the Alvarez arc, we need to stop and watch the best and possibly most important episode of Fairy Tail there is. And no, not the Underworld King where we meet Rusty Rose again. Episode 226, Fairy Tale of the Dead Man. Ichiya creates the world's best parfum and spreads it to all of Fiore.
After years of tireless research, I've created the ultimate parfum. Man.
When this parfum leaks into Magnolia, it causes an Ichiya zombie outbreak. Whoever is sniffed by one of these Ichiyas turns into a new one until the whole city is turned handsome. Jet and Droy are the first ones to fall, and from there they sneak out to go see Levi, and I'm not gonna lie, it kinda hurts to look at her as Ichiya. Urza sacrifices herself to save the others, but zombie Urza might be the most horrifying thing imaginable.
But I thought the term pretty man only applied to people like Ichiya. Well, he's always calling himself that. I mean, he practically preaches it to every corner of Fiore. Calling yourself a pretty man doesn't make...
Juvia and Wendy escape, but they lose Lucy. Gray meets them in an alleyway where he warns them about the entire guild being Ichiya's, including the Strauss siblings and Loxus. Juvia runs to her hunksicle just before he suddenly becomes an Ichiya, leaving only Wendy left unturned from their group. On the other side of Magnolia, Natsu and Lucy meet up and try to avoid the Ichiya-fied Gaggiel and Panther Lily. Wendy finds Romeo wandering the streets unchanged and tells her that he thinks he found a way to return everyone back to normal, but before he can tell them, they're swarmed by the most handsome army known to man. He tells Wendy to find Natsu and get swallowed by some Ichiyas.
Romeo! Don't look wicked!
Back to Natsu. Him and Lucy continue running from Gaggiel, but they find themselves cornered, so with zero regard for human life, Natsu unleashes his magic on the townspeople and flies into the sky, seeing how quickly the parfum has spread. Being that high up, they run into Wendy, who tells them that Natsu must know a way to reverse what happens. After thinking for a while, Natsu has horrible flashbacks of that one time Urza completely roasted him for stinking, because he's never had a shower and he doesn't understand what bathing is. And he figures out that sponsored Axe body spray can cure Ichiya, but it'll be hard for him to get past Fairy Tail's strongest wizard. Loxus stands in the way between freedom and total Ichiya apocalypse. Oh hey, would you look at that? It's time for another anime-themed sponsorship. Hey you, yes you, smelly ugly dumbass, are you sick of being a fat-faced second-rate wizard from a third-rate guild? Well, come on down and try Magnolia Body Spray and you'll become a Master Hades certified S-Class wizard so ruggedly handsome, Nuxtaku's scared of making a no one understands Loxus because he might actually just fall in love. 10 out of 10 Urzas recommend this manly parfum. Natsu cures everyone in Magnolia, sending the entire guild into a deep dark depression. Well, besides Gaggiel, because he didn't actually think being Fiore's most handsome man of the year was actually all that bad. Ending our wonderful Ichiya apocalypse adventure, the Magic Council declared that the parfum be forbidden magic and locked Ichiya up. During the Alvarez arc, Ichiya reveals that the Thunder Legion have been members of Blue Pegasus over the past year and decides to help Fiore in their battle against the Spriggan 12. During the first city-wide assault after Wall breaks into Cardia Cathedral to kill Freed, Bixlow, and Evergreen, Ichiya appears to help them. Using his lightning Pafoom, Wall is only powered up by the electricity, but his mechanic body is still no match for Ichiya's Max Man and Freed's Absolute Shadow, completely destroying Wall's fake body. As a last-ditch effort, Wall commands that body to self-destruct, destroying poor Cardia Cathedral for what must be like the 7th time at least, and prompting the Thunder God tribe to protect their friend Ichiya. Later on in the war, Ichiya, along with the other members of his Grand Magic Games team, deploy the Christina Cannon to rescue Jalal, Urza, and Wendy, as they found a way to finally kill Acnologia. There's a rift in time floating invisibly over the ocean, and if the heavenly horses can lure him towards it, they just may be able to trap him there forever. Somehow the rift becomes visible, and Jalal decides he will use all of his power as a wizard saint and the strongest mage in Fiore, yeah, I said it, fight me. Jalal wants to push Acnologia through the rift himself so he can keep Urza safe. Unfortunately, despite being such a powerful wizard, Jalal has his magic stripped away by Acnologia, and Anna decides to fly the Christina Cannon into him instead to save Jalal and everybody else. But she can't pilot the Great Blue Carrier, so Ichiya must step in to save all of Ishgard. Because of his heroic actions once the wars ended, Ichiya was named Fiore's most handsome man of the year, ending his beautiful saga. Well, for now at least.
The thing. You're the man, Captain Ichiya.
General Ichiya. Ichiya of Destiny.
Lord Ichiya!
On your marks, get set, and go!
Ichiya is handsome!
Most handsome!
Oh yes, oh yes!
Oh yes!
Oh yes!
Yes!
Oh yes!
Yes!
Oh hell yes!
Thanks for watching. Check your screen for the Why Love playlist and a video YouTube seems to think you'll dork out over. Or just check the description for anything else you need. Well, peace weebs.